Now, the Rockets just beat the Bucks. They came back from being down 14. But one of the reasons the Rockets had so much success is because they put Myles Turner in every action, or he was left on an island to guard Kevin Durant and Sangon the entire game. Doc Rivers didn't change the game plan on how they're going to guard these actions. They just watched Myles Turner get turned into chopped cheese sandwiches, barbecue chicken all game. I don't know if I've ever seen one person get scored on this many times in a basketball game. So watch this play. Sangon is going to come over. He's going to set this away screen on Giannis right here for KD to come over the top and get a look, right? Now, when he comes across, you can see Myles Turner is the one who's in the action. He's the one guarding the screener, right? And when KD catches the ball, Myles Turner communicates the switch, which is exactly what the Rockets wants. Once KD has the ball, Myles Turner is just backing up. He's still pointing switch. He never actually engages KD. And KD can just walk into a hezzy pull at the free throw line. You already know KD's hezzy pull is immaculate. And at the free throw line, he's not missing. That's a 99% shot. Now, you saw KD's first bucket was on Myles Turner. And like I said, that was the theme for today's game. So KD has him on the switch here at the top of the key. As you can see, the Rockets have everybody low, which means there's no help anywhere in the middle of the court. So KD's going to hit him with that famous double cross. Myles Turner has both hands down right now. KD is at the same elbow he just scored at. That's an easy shot for him. He can do that all day, every day. So KD has scored on him twice, and now it's Sangon's turn, right? Now, the first thing to look at, though, is I've done a couple videos on the Rockets, and what most teams are doing to slow them down is when either Sangon or KD has the ball, they are loading up. So there would be people on boxes and elbows to make sure that they don't see any space. They don't feel like there's anywhere for them to attack, and they have to pass the ball. That was not the Bucks' game plan. So when Sangon catches the ball, he just gives Myles Turner a jab step, and because KD's right here, there is no help. He's not helping right here, which means it's a wide open lane. One jab step, he can take two dribbles, get right by him, and he gets all the way to the backboard. Nobody steps over. Not one person on the Bucks steps over. They just leave Myles Turner on an island. Sangon he's an all-star. He's gonna score. Now again, Sangon is posted up against Myles Turner, and there is no help, right? There's no double team coming. There's no threat of a weak side defender. No one's loading up. They're just allowing him to play one-on-one. This is the reason why so many other teams just double team. Because Sangon is going to score every time. He even goes baseline, and Giannis never moves from this block, ever. He never moves. He just watches him get scored on, bro. That's not good defense. So Sangon has the ball at the top of the key, and again, who's guarding him? Myles Turner. And again, I want you to just pay attention to the defense, right? Look how close he is to Reed Sheppard. There's nobody. He should be here. This defender is deep in the corner. He should be over here trying to make it look like there isn't so much space on the court, right? But the Bucks' game plan was to let Sangon and KD play one-on-one, and they showed them exactly why that should never be the game plan, right? So he just, again, swing through two dribbles. Nobody comes over to help. Not one person comes over to help. And Sangon, again, is getting to the backboard. Look at Myles Turner's body right now. He's chopped cheese right now. He's getting cooked this entire game. So this play, this is not an isolation against Myles Turner, but they're still just calling him up and putting him in the actions, right? And on this play, he's expecting Steven Adams to come set a ball screen and send Kevin Durant this way. But at the last second, Steven Adams, he flips the screen. So now he's going this way, and Myles Turner is on the wrong side of the screen, which gives Kevin Durant a wide open lane, right? So when he comes off, Myles Turner has to jump over, which leaves what open? This slip pass right here back to Steven Adams. And as soon as he catches, this is a great cut. A great cut. Some people call it a spark cut. And Steven Adams is able to just catch the ball, take two steps, find the cutter for an easy layup, right? And that's all because they just called Myles Turner up into the action. Here's yet another isolation on Myles Turner, right? I'm going to just say, like, getting scored on this many times in one game has to feel crazy. It has to feel terrible, just individually. Like, yo, they was cooking me today. But regardless, Sangon, you can see him right here. He's waving off whatever action they was about to do. He says, no, I got food in front of me, right? And he's able to get by him so easy. Between the legs, Hezzy, and 2 dribbles, he's able to get in the paint, get that shoulder down, and bump him. You see the bump. Myles Turner tries to body up right here. Gives him a good bump with a little chicken wing too. And he gets an easy left hand floater, jump hook, whatever you want to call it, where nobody helps. So let's get Myles Turner in another ball screen action, right? They set the high ball screen close to half court. The defense goes under. So, of course, you just rescreen, and now, because he's in scoring range, he's going to have to go over top of this screen, right? And once he goes over top and he's behind the play, now Myles Turner is the primary defender. But one thing you got to realize, right? Watch Clint Capella over here in the corner. Bobby Portis is guarding him, and he lets him cut through because he knows he wants to be there to stop the roll. He wants to be there to stop Sangon, right? And when they're coming off this ball screen, Myles Turner never actually gets in front. He never stops the ball. So this pass and there's a clear pass right here that can be made, right? This defender has to guard too. He chooses to guard the shooter, right? He chooses to guard the shooter, and the Bucks give up a dunk because, like I said, Myles Turner doesn't stop the dribble. He doesn't stop the ball. If Clint Capella wasn't there, Reed Sheppard could have finished at the basket by himself, right? Bobby Portis had to help. The rest of the team wasn't aware. They didn't do a very good job of helping at all this game. Rockets are going to do the same thing again here, right? But this time, watch when Cole Anthony tries to go under the ball screen, there's no communication. Him and Myles Turner literally run into each other. They run into each other. Cole Anthony slips, and now on the rescreen, there's no threat of anyone trailing or coming behind, so it's really just him versus Myles Turner again. And when he gets downhill, he can just take a dribble, get to his spot. Myles Turner, his momentum is taking him to the baseline. Reed Sheppard just stops on a dime, gets himself a shot right at the elbow. Doc Rivers never switches it up. They tried to go zone for a second, but that didn't work. This play, they're not even going at Myles Turner. He just loses. He has no awareness of where Amen Thompson is, right? So on the ball screen, Cole Anthony is there to try to stop the roller, and Myles Turner is showing, right? But once they kick the ball out, Myles Turner runs back over here like Amen Thompson is still standing in the corner. He's standing right behind him. He has no idea, right? So when Sangon catches the ball, he's able to fire a pass right by Myles Turner, because even when he catches it, Myles Turner is running back like he's about to go to Steven Adams. He still doesn't know where Amen Thompson is. And he doesn't have a clue where he is until it's time for him to catch the ball, and he gets a dunk. Second half of the game, nothing changes. The Rockets are going to keep doing more of the same. They get the switch. Myles Turner on Kevin Durant. I'm sure everybody can guess what's about to happen, right? He backs up, hand down, man down, wide open shot. That is the matchup that they want. Here's another play where he just loses sight of Amen Thompson, right? So Amen Thompson is on the baseline, opposite side on the dunker spot. Myles Turner is in the middle because now they are loading up on Sangon when he has the ball, right? So they're loading up. Neither Myles Turner or Giannis has any clue that Amen Thompson is standing right here. So he just cuts right behind them both. Quick pass, dunk. Calling these high ball screens for Myles, where Myles Turner is guarding the screener, it was able to work all game for the Rockets, right? And on this play, Kyle Kuzma's guarding the ball, but Steven Adams, when he comes off the screen, the best thing that you should do is make the person use the screen. Kyle Kuzma, though, he never changes and jumps to this side to force Kevin Durant to use the ball screen. So when Myles Turner runs up, he's on this side of the screen, meaning Kevin Durant has a wide open lane to the basket. And when he gets downhill, you have a guard rotating over. And what do you think he's going to do? What everybody on the planet would do. Get out the way. So that's a wide open dunk because they're just putting Myles Turner in high ball screens. Now this to me was a very high IQ play right here by Steven Adams, right? So as he's running up, everybody is expecting Steven Adams to go up and set another high ball screen for Kevin Durant, right? But watch what he does. At the last second, he runs over and he sets a flare screen right here for Reed Sheppard, right? So Myles Turner he's on the wrong side of this flare, right? So once he comes off, quick pass over. Myles Turner is not here to help. and now Reese Shepard has a wide open shot, right? Catch and shoot shot. That's a practice jumper for him. Right now, it's a fourth quarter, tie game with less than 2 minutes left, right? This is why some people get upset with Doc Rivers, because he doesn't like to make adjustments, right? So all game, they've been going at Myles Turner and having nothing but success. So for these last 2 minutes, what do you think they're going to do? And why not take him out the game and make them do something else, right? So another ball screen at the top, and they switch it and let Myles Turner get ISO'd by Kevin Durant at the top of the key in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter, right? So he's able to just take his time, hezzy cross, and then get right by him to the middle of the paint, get to his spot, pull up, and get himself an easy jumper. Then no double team came, nobody helped, nobody tried to get the ball out of KD's hands. They just let him do what they've been doing all game, and that's torch Myles Turner. Now, once again, they've been having a ton of success putting Myles Turner in every action. So another ball screen at the end of the game. They're able to get the pocket pass to Sangon on the roll, where he's able to just take his time, pivot, and then even there, Myles Turner's there to help, and two people fan out this way. Two people go to the wing, even though there's one person wide open underneath the basket. They both leave Sangon and just let him get an easy jump hook at the end of the game. I don't understand why Doc Rivers never took him out the game or changed the game plan at all. Now, this last play, even though we've been talking about Myles Turner the entire game, this last play is terrible defense by Giannis. Terrible defense. There's 30 seconds left in the game, 32 seconds left in the game, and it's a 3-point game with 18 seconds left on the shot clock. I mean, there's a 14-second difference. Giannis, after missing a free throw, decides to play full court defense. He gambles at half court, right? Sangon doesn't even take that opportunity because he just wants to let the clock go down, right? Which is perfectly fine because there is a 14-second difference, meaning if the Bucks get a stop, they're going to have probably 13 seconds, just giving a second for the rebound, 13 seconds to make a play and get a three off at the end of the game, right? But Giannis, again, after reaching once, he gambles for another steal. He tries to back tip, and now Sangon has nothing but space to get downhill, right? And even though this is terrible defense by Giannis, I just think it's ironic that the person who ends up not only getting scored on, but giving up an and one is Myles Turner, right? I think that's just a poetic way to end the game after the way it went. So you cannot have a good day unless you wake up early. All right, we got the new Jumpers for Breakfast t-shirts, and it's not just a shirt. There's an entire workout on the back, right? It says it again. You cannot have a good day unless you start early. Right here on the ingredients, these are all the shots that you need if you want to be a great shooter, right? It tells you the serving size, and it tells you how many reps you should make. Remember, these are all counting swishes, right? The serving size is one spot. So if you do these in multiple spots, you will be a very, very, very good shooter, right? On the side, it shows you the order that any of your training should go when you're working out by yourself. You don't have a program. You start with your ball handling, your finishing, form shooting, spot shooting, movement shooting, off the dribble shooting, and then you get some live reps in there, right? And at the bottom, I gave you some real game. Every move has a counter, every counter has a pump fake, but that's not it. Everyone who purchases, you get access to my full 6-week Pure Score transformation, right? Which is 6 weeks worth of workouts. These are 42 workouts for you to use and become a better basketball player. This is an example of the type of workouts you would get, and you also get videos of everything that you need, right? So once you get it, you'll get access to the app. You'll be able to log in. You'll be able to ask questions. If you need more videos than what are provided, you can shoot me a message. I'll upload more videos. I just want to help people get better. Step one of doing that, go ahead, get you a Jumpers for Breakfast shirt. Make sure you head to the description, click that link, and let's start becoming better hoopers.